Within the next little piece of time, I certainly would like to see us turn the corner with respect to attitude, if nothing else. Not just understand, but behave as if we really get it, that we have to respect the natural systems that keep us alive and take care of them, as if our lives depend on them, because they really do. It's not that nature is not an option, it's not a luxury, it's not something you put in a park, put a fence around it and say, there, I've done my job, I have protected nature, and destroy all the rest of the world around these little patches. And that's basically where we are now. 12% of the land has some form of protection as a park or reserve. For the ocean, it's even less. Places where even the fish are safe, it's a fraction of 1%. Some form of protection, any form of protection, as a park, a reserve, a seasonal closure, or something like that. If you stack it all together, it's just over 1%. And that includes all of the Great Barrier Reef protected area. That's only 33% of the Barrier Reef. But still, it's a pretty big chunk of ocean. Take the Northwest Hawaiian Islands and the area that President George Bush signed over as a national monument in the Mariana Islands, Rose Atoll, and so on in the Western Pacific. Take all of that, take the nearly 500,000 square kilometers of ocean that the UK recently established for full protection, where even the fish are safe. It's still like about 1% of the ocean. That's our life support system. It's like saying the ocean is like our heart that keeps us alive. How much of your heart do you want to protect? How much are you willing to just, slice off and consume? Basically, that's what we're doing to the ocean. We're consuming the living ocean. Kids in school learn their letters, they learn their numbers, but they don't learn that nature matters. It's still, birds are nice to have. Plant a tree, that's a good thing. Some grown-ups realize that 20% of what we breathe is oxygen, and we need that, and that basically 80% is nitrogen. It's inert, it sort of comes and goes without having much interaction with us. But if we had more oxygen, it would be a problem. If more oxygen in the atmosphere existed, things would be more flammable than they are at present. So it's just right. This atmosphere suits us. And we've been changing the atmosphere. We've been putting more carbon dioxide in the. We need some carbon dioxide to drive photosynthesis that generates oxygen and fixes sugar as the core source of food. It's one of the things that isn't learned by everybody, and it should. Where does food come from? Why do we need green plants? Can't we just go to the grocery store and get food? Well, it has to get to the grocery store from somewhere. And it's this basic process of living creatures, photosynthetic organisms, that generate oxygen, that take carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere in combination with water and make sugar, which is the source of carbohydrates and the fats and the proteins that ultimately are the basis of life. That ought to be fundamental at the earliest age in school, that you learn how does our life support system work so we can take care of it. First of all, so we can respect it and realize we better take care of the air. We've got to look after the water and the natural systems, the trees, the birds, the earthworms in the ground, in the ocean that dominates the whole planet. Most of the water is there. Most of life on Earth is there. It's most of our life support system. And all we seem to have gotten to think about with respect to the ocean is how we can use it as a place to dump things we don't want, or what is in the ocean that's valuable to us that we can take out, whether it's oil, gas, or minerals, or fish, or lobsters, or shrimp. It's all, what can we take? Not, how do we take care of this miraculous system we've just begun to explore. We've only looked at maybe 5% of the ocean. We know how to destroy it. Say, wow, this is fantastic miracle, and it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
I'm so happy, and I'm really honored.
Well, it's my honor, and I really
well.
appreciate what you're doing.